Hi, what is up, YouTube? It's Mr. Zuni back out with another video. Happy January 1st, 2023. Hopefully, this year brings us great positivity and great earnings and just a crazy year, maybe a rebound year, maybe a year that we can learn and grow from crypto and stocks and everything else. So, I want to make a quick video on HEX. This is a way, honestly, you can make 150x on your money. So let's get straight into it. So as we all know, the price of HEX has gone down over the last like 30 days like crazy. Yeah, we're down almost 40% this month of December, or if we say, I think it was a little higher. So about like 50%, give or take, or like 45% from the month of, or for December 1st to the end of the year, which has um, basically helped us get a lower and lower hex. Obviously, this was sitting around like the 3 cents for a good while. I want to say it was on the 3 cent mark. Yeah, even in since November. Yeah, October we had a 3 cent mark. It was pretty much where it was at. Kind of stayed at 3 cent mark from around honestly September. It's been around this the whole year. We thought that was a bottom. Obviously, it dropped a little bit more, and more end stakes, more people's big stakes have ended, and there's going to be another big round of end stakes this year as well. Don't quote me on the date. I think it's coming up soon, in the next few months. I think before summer ending, so we could potentially see Hex drop even more. But if we can get it under a cent or a cent, and the all-time high obviously was around 50 cents, and if we just take 50 cents and then we do, most likely it'll do a 3x, maybe a 2x. I mean, for sure 2x. It should do a 2x from its all-time high if Hex does last. But we're looking at around $1.50 for Hex. So, that is some big money there. Obviously, if it's at $1.50 and we're at 1 cent, that is 150x. And another way you can earn some interest on your stakes, you can do the staking. So for around the staking, if you do like a year or so, you're gonna average around a 10% a day APY. So you can actually earn a little bit more. So you obviously would take that 50x and then you divide it by 10%, right? And you're looking at around a 15x plus the 50. So, oops. So we're looking at a 165x if you can stake it for a little, maybe 6 months to a year, or however you want to do that. You could break those up, but it's around a 10% AP or 10% APY on your stakes. So if you do 150x, obviously you do a little bit more x on that as well. If you're not dollar cost averaging or you're just leaving it alone, you probably do better. But yeah, guys, like, this is a way. I mean, this is Hex. It should go back to at least $1. So like if you put in $1,000 in, and it does let's just say 100x. Obviously, you have $100,000 easy right there. And that's off $1,000 stake. Even if you do $100 and then it does 100x, it's 10 grand. Obviously, the 50, it'll be around 15k, and then if it does 165x, it'll be around the 1650k. So that is pretty cool money for low risk. If you want to if you're putting money in there, I think this is the time that we're gonna this year. I think this is gonna be the time for us to start stacking. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna start stacking right now on the Hex, because I did get in a few months ago, so I am not doing the best on it. But I felt there was going to be a long-term play anyways. So now that it's going down, it is obviously you can accumulate more. So my goal for 2023 is not looking at the price necessarily, but being smart about the price at the same time, but making sure that my accumulation is high. And if we can get under that cent mark, that would be amazing. Obviously, we're still up really, really. We're still up a lot from so far. We're still up, good amount. So anything can happen at this point. So we could fall even lower, but the lower we fall, honestly, it's gonna help us accumulate more hex, and then with Pulse Chain and Pulse X launching, that's gonna be interesting as well. I'm assuming that hex won't stay at the cent mark for long. Obviously, I think it's gonna start eating into the price, but like I said, we don't know exactly what's going to happen when it does launch Pulse X, the Pulse Chain. We don't know what the liquidity is going to be like. We don't know what the price is going to be different. Like, for example, let's just say there's an arbitrage opportunity. You can obviously buy on Pulse Chain or maybe swap it over to Ethereum or vice versa. We don't really know what's going to happen with that. So there's a lot of different opportunities we can have. Honestly, this could be a great way to earn at least a 50 to 100x, possibly 165x on your money. This is crazy within the next year and a half, possibly two, and around, I would say late 2024, early 2025, depending on when you think the bull market's going to happen after the halving and all that stuff. So it should be around a year after the halving to a year and a half, give or take, or a few months. We don't really know. Plus, we don't know what's going to happen with this bear market. Obviously, we're in a recession, and they're calling for a depression. Who knows what's going to happen? So, we could fall even more. The stocks have been hit bad, especially Tesla. It's been hit pretty bad. But just see it as a buying opportunity. Sorry, to be honest, it's super late here. I've been doing a lot of research, kind of just getting my game plan, a new game plan for 2023. Obviously, there's going to be some DeFi and degen plays I'm going to be bringing in. I haven't really been bringing in a lot. I've just been really studying, just kind of just, I have had the last 2 weeks off, just kind of taking a break, enjoying my break, and just really just studying, learning what my cryptos, learning new ones, finding new things. And I think with Hex, it's possible, easy, at least a 50x to 100x. If not, if we can break all-time highs, 165x with the staking. We never really know. It could even hit $1. It could even hit $3. Who knows what's going to happen with Hex and Reach Your Heart and the whole community. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys next video really quick. Just keep your eyes out and put it in coins that are going to be around for years to come, instead of like the DeFi plays that we do, that I have been doing, that I kind of slowed down on. Optimus was my last one. I took a big W on that. I think I had more than like 10 to 15x my money within like a month or two, or a month and a half. I pulled all that money out before it tanked. I'm thinking, God, I did that. My New Year's resolution, I think, is to take more profits faster and easier and just take it off the top. Whenever I feel like, oh man, I'm up a lot, this is crazy, I'm gonna just start taking profits. And then, if it just drop, see what the sentiment is, dollar cost average in, or just throw a bag in, or maybe throw my initial in, and then kind of see what's gonna happen, or whatever percentages. But right now, I'm not really getting into a lot of stuff like the big beans and all that stuff. I'm not really getting into any of those plays where I'm locking my money up forever, kind of like drip. I didn't really like the whole aspect of you putting your money in there and then you pulling out like 2%. It's very risky, especially right now. There's not many projects out, and the projects are just rugging left and right. We've learned a lot from Stable Fund. Obviously, with Stable Fund, I was up so much, and it just rugged. I did get my, I did make money on it, but I didn't make as much as I probably could have. So with Optimus, I took my profits like pretty much right away. And that's kind of been my last play. I did get into Optimus a little bit, wrote it up and sold it. But yeah, I'm not really doing too much with the DeFi. I'm kind of sitting on my cash. I'm stacking my HBAR, Quant, BNB, Ethereum. Not really touching Hex for the last few months. Honestly, there's been such bad press on Hex, and I kind of figured it's gonna drop even more. Richard Hart kind of hinted at the 3 cents. It could be the bottom, but I don't know. When people think it's going to be the bottom, it's never really the bottom. Plus, we have another whole year and a half of bear market, so we could go even lower. I think I was kind of looking at this. If we drop another, I think it's like 50. I think about like 50% to the dollar range. That would let me see if I can do it. If we can drop, it was around like 40. It was around the 40% mark from here. No, actually, it's almost at 50% because let's say we're at 2 cents. Obviously, half of 2 cents would be 100%. So I think it was around 50%. I think it was around the 40 some percent, like 42% range. All we need to do is drop that much more, and we're at the cent mark. Now, if we can go even lower than that, that's gonna be crazy. Like I said, we still have massive, but we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. But like I said, the idea here is to kind of be patient, especially in the bear market. Nothing's gonna pop up like crazy. So I think we have time. And another way, honestly, I'm thinking about start slowly adding more into HEX is get into the liquidity pool, especially during for the V3 on on Uniswap. It's kind of like its own little printer. It's basically like its own DeFi degen, like 1% a day or 0.5% a day, depends on the market and the volatility. So yeah, I'm looking at the HEX and ETH because, to be honest, I wouldn't mind having either or. Obviously, I think HEX is going to do way better than ETH. Uh, Hopefully, if it does last, it should do better, a lot better. Like I said, 100x better probably, even not more. But these are my game plans. I'm kind of staying away from the DeFi space. Kind of slowly pulling all my cash out of the craziness of DeFi. Well, I have been, and I think I'm going to start getting out of Animal Farm. I think that's why I have another big bag in. We've been kind of hovering around the $100 range. I kind of want to add more into Quant, more into HBAR, obviously more into Ethereum and BNB. So I'm thinking about doing that and kind of just keeping my plays safe. But I think Animal Farm is kind of like going to be a slow ride. I might take a couple 100 or so off, 1,000 off, and throw in some DeFi plays, but not trying to risk it too much. I'm kind of playing it easy. So yeah, guys, that's my plan. This year, like I said, I was gonna keep working, keep studying, keep adding, slowly dollar cost averaging in. I think I'm gonna start taking it a little slower and putting more into stables. When I dollar cost average, I'm gonna just put money into stables. That way, I can buy crazy dips. I've been feeling like the last end of the months we've been having pretty big dips. So I'm thinking about saving it until the buying a little bit here and there, but not really spending too much, so I can buy the big dips because we did crash this month on most of the or last like I would say like week 2 weeks we did dip. So that's my game plan. So I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.